This is Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Yahweh be in the name of the Father, who people ignorantly call God. Yahweh Shai is his son, who people ignorantly call Jesus. Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. That's in the name of the Holy Spirit. And that's where we get our revelation, our knowledge, our wisdom, and understanding through these scriptures. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, out there that's constantly fighting the good fight of faith, Lord will to the end. And double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. And Lord, will this lesson be edifying to the elect out there. Going in today on the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. You know, that's a key in this walk. And, you know, having that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because that fear help keep us, you know, in check. You know, you having that fear when, like, just like if you had a father, you know, or someone you really, you know, people would say respect, but you had that fear of, and you knew what to do and you knew what not to do. So how much more should we have that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the creator of the heaven and the earth, the one that laid down the blueprint for everything to be how it is. You know, they call him Alashadja, a terrible demon-like power. You know, that's a something that, hey, everything that's created that's evil and that's wicked don't have nothing on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because he's the ultimate creator of it, you know? So I'm going to just bring out a few scriptures, and Lord will, you know, it edify as well as, you know, just be a reminder to us to have that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And, you know, with that, you know, with having that fear, we also gain wisdom, you know? So that's it's like it's a benefit of having the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's not just, you know, oh, I'm so fearful and scared. No, with that fear, we gain wisdom. We know how to move, how to act. All right. So I'm gonna just grab a few scriptures, and Lord will be edifying. I'm gonna jump to Job 28 and verse 28. It says, "And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding." That's what having the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua does. It helps us where we depart from evil. We won't go off. We're not going to talk sideways about our people, you know, meaning those that's in this faith. Lord will, you know, we just continue to, you know, be brotherly. It'll help us where we won't start coming out with different doctrines. You see brothers that, you know, that were part of this truth, and then they're not no more, and you're like, man, it's a fearful thing, you know, to fall into the hands of the Most High. That's fearful. And I'm not talking about brothers that, you know, that's not up under the banner of Great Millstone, and then after they left Great Millstone, they continue, you know, to teach. I'm talking about ones that were up under the banner, and then they went and they start teaching total different doctrines. That's fearful, man, because you know that this is the sound doctrine, and then for you to go from this and start, you know, breaking down things your own way, hey, that's fearful. That lets me know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in full control. He could F with your mind, F with our mind, and have us thinking that we're in the right spirit and having that reprobate type of mind. That's fearful, man. That's a power that you don't want to F with, because he have you thinking you all good. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, "The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." So you You're a fool if you don't want no instruction, if you don't want to be corrected. You know, fools, they despise wisdom and instruction. They don't want to be told, hey, to do it this way, to be instructed, to learn. Let's look up this word instruction. Oh, slop. Instruction. It's H4148, and it says discipline. So they don't want no discipline. They don't want to be chastening, correction, none of that. Then that's not part of they MO. That properly chastisement, figuratively reproof, warning or instruction, restraint, bond, chastening, chastisement, check, correction, discipline, doctrine, instruction, rebuke. And that's definitely how it goes down. Jake don't want no instruction. So I'm gonna read it again. This is Proverbs 1:7. It says, "Fear Yahweh. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." So they hate being rebuked. They hate being corrected. And that's again, that go back to that having that fear, man, of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Like, man, when you start thinking about, like, man, I'm get in my feelings, you know, that's like, man, that's fearful, because you like, man, we gotta walk lightly in this. We gotta walk lightly. We gotta, be on eggshells. And that's how we should be. We don't want to offend. We don't want to offend brothers. We don't want to offend. You said it'd be better that a millstone be tied around your neck, you be thrown off into the sea, than to offend. So offenses, even though the scriptures say offenses must come, but still we want to do our best not to offend less. Not to be where every time you turn around you offended. So this is Proverbs 9:10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So with us having this fear, we start having understanding. We start understanding, like, oh, okay, this is how things go, and that comes with time, with experience, with watching and learning, being quiet. A lot of times we can learn a lot by just sitting back and just scoping out. A lot of times we don't have to ask questions. I remember in the beginning when I was on the other side, I would go to camp, and sometimes I would have notes of some things, some questions that I would ask, or questions would pop up in my head, and something just told me just to relax, don't ask the question yet. And then before you know it, by the end of camp, the questions will be asked, and I was just learning how to just to be quiet. A lot of times I'm just learning how to just, even now, just to be quiet, just learning. And it's a balance though, because sometimes you just gotta, you gotta speak up. Obviously, we got mouthpieces, we supposed to speak, but like it said, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we should be listening more than we speaking. This is Ecclesiastes 12, and I'm gonna close it on this one. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. What's that? Yep. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's the whole thing we're supposed to do. Have a fear of Yahweh Shem Shai and keep his commandments. Scriptures say that. He say, what? If you love me, do what? You'll keep my commandments. So people say, I love the Most High. I love the Most High. I love who they call God. But you're not keeping none of the commandments. That's done away with. We don't have to do that. What happened? What happened? People lost the fear. But that's why, how he did in the day of Noah. What he had to do? He had to wreck shop. He had to kill everybody. Just leave that's it. Everybody got to die because they lost the fear of him. But hey, look at it now. Look where we are now. We in as the days of Noah all over again. So instead of water, this time it's going to be that fire, that thermonuclear fire, that them ICBM missiles, them intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's going to hit this place and just burn it, man. People don't understand just conversation. You could talk till you blue in the face with people, but they don't understand it. But when they feel that pain, then it's a total different. It's a difference, man. It's like night and day when you talking to somebody and it's just words, but then you put some pain with it, and they're more adherent to listen, and to not just listen but to do what you know what I mean. And I ain't talking about getting all physical, because we not carnal in this world. It's not like we gonna put people in a full Nelson and tell them, hey, you gonna follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. No, but Yahweh Shemiah Shah is. He the one that, hey, we should be having a fear of. He the one knows our intricate thoughts. He knows our major fears. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. He knows it all. So, hey, that's who we have fear of. We don't fear man, because man, Yahweh Shemiah Shah, he'll use a man, but man has no control over us. It's Yahweh Shemiah Shah that can have things just go all the way south, man. That's why we send up prayers, before we everything, pray without ceasing. Before we get in the car, you send up prayers, before you go in a store. It just, throughout the day, we just praying, because we just knowing that Yahweh Shemiah Shah, we want him to be a hedge over us. We want him to continue to keep us covered, us, our brothers, the children. We praying for one another. We praying for ourselves. And that's part of it. That's part of having that fear. So with having that fear, we pray. So Lord will, this was edifying to the elect out there. And with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Again, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, peace, and blessings to Joachim out there that's fighting this good fight of faith. Lord will to the end. Till next time, Lord will. Shalom.